Hello everybody, my name is Ethan, and welcome back to Let's Play Kaiserreich as Sweden. Let us continue on from where we last left off. So, my plan right now, which I think I did say at the end of the last video, I don't actually remember because, this is a different day than the last episode. But my plan right now, my thought process is, Britain's already fallen. France is on, I would say, borrowed time. I think most people would agree with that. So, I did check before this video that if France does capitulate, we don't just immediately lose, which is good. It's good that we just immediately don't die. However, it's going to make us the leader of the International. But we are still going to be in a situation where how the hell are we going to beat the Entente and the Germans by ourselves? Basically, just me and Ukraine, and I guess Mexico too. Look, I'm pretty sure Italy is not going to survive the capitulation of France. It doesn't seem likely. Switzerland probably can, because, they're in the mountains. They can probably go for a long time. Ukraine, I think, is mostly safe for now, because, this area is still very well defended. And then, everybody else across the sea. However, are you still at war with Germany? No, you're not. There's someone else. Who's this other country? Oh, the Philippines, right. They're already being invaded a little bit. So, my plan here is, or my thought process is that we have to invade Canada. There's really no other way around it. Because if we can kill Canada, it will capitulate the Entente. Or it'll do like there's a special event for it, which is essentially the same as happens with Germany, which we've seen a bunch of times in other Kaiserreich series, where basically a bunch of the people in the Entente, the faction basically gets disbanded, and a handful of countries wipe peace us. Some of them will remain at war, and some of them will just surrender outright. So that's what we have to do. But the question is, how the hell do we possibly invade Canada? Because the only way we can do it really is, I think, to invade Portugal, and then invade into Greenland, and then march straight into Canada over here. But our navy cannot escape from Denmark. As far as I know, there's really no way. Like, I can't leave here, right? No, there's no way I can go over here. Yeah, armies can pass. Is it contested, or is it a British type of enemy? Armies can pass. Yeah, just no. Nothing can go through. Not even submarines can go by this pass right now, unfortunately. So our navy really can't do anything. So how the hell do we actually invade Portugal? Or I guess invade Greenland or Iceland, to get our way to Quebec, into Labrador? The answer to that question is I have not a single clue. I have no idea how that's going to be possible, because we need to land our way, I guess, into like Halifax or into New Brunswick, maybe Quebec City, like just one of these ports. Taking over Newfoundland is not really going to be super useful. I mean, it'll give us a little bit of a staging area, but that's really about it. So yeah, it's just a tricky situation to try to pull ourselves out of. I mean, the other option is we try to defeat the Germans, but how the hell will that happen? And I don't see how that could happen. How many troops does Germany have? They have, let's see, about 250 brigades, almost 2 million manpower. As you might well know, that's significantly more than what we have. Another option that we can maybe try to wait for is for somehow Russia to declare war on the Germans, which is theoretically possible. There's also an equal chance, I'm pretty sure, they just declare war on the International, which will absolutely be the death of us. So, we shall see. We'll just kind of continue on, try to figure out what the hell we really can actually do. Mr. Production Efficient Carry. I don't really care about that too much. It would be nice to control these islands so that we can actually pass ships through. What about like a navy? Where's the one guy that has no orders? You just hang out here because you're basically just dead. We'll get this guy. Can I do a naval invasion? Where the hell's the button? Yeah, a naval invasion from basically from here to there in Portugal, or to Iceland. Because we're going to need... Oh, did I not assign everybody to the order? Yeah, you get assigned to that. Because as far as I know, right now there is No ships here, and there's no ships here. We just don't know anything about the region. Which is an issue, so we can't really actually do a naval invasion. Maybe if we get our planes to assist us, because again, our navy is just stuck. It can't do anything. How many planes are you? You're 99? Go here. Yes, so you go fly over there. Our other planes, where are they? You are a bunch of... Are you naval bombers? No, you're fighters. Okay, you go hang out here. That'll get us exactly up to, I think, 299. Or 199. So they're not going to be over counted for there. Let's have a handful of naval bombers. Send them over here. And see if we can just get air superiority. Maybe we actually want to build a radar tower over here as well. Because that's not going to cover anything. Just to try to see if we can get this done. Maybe we want to research better radar stations. So that maybe we can get something else done. Like, we can't invade here. I can't get military access through anybody. Like, not even the Soviets would give us access. So we really have no way to just invade into Revolve. Even though I feel like that would be really, really good for us. But there's like 2,000 or 20,000 strength in this area. And like 130, 140 ships. So the chance that we're going to actually break through anything in the Baltic Sea is basically zero. As much as it would be nice to maybe do like some sort of breakthrough, it just does not seem at all likely. Publicly recognize the Icelandic government. Sure, we can do that. Give them a little bit more legitimacy, which I think gives them a little bit of a bonus. We lack sufficient intel to dare send invasion. I really wish I could just do it regardless. Like, I kind of hate that I need to know about the region before I can actually send ships over there. Because I really wish I could just, like, throw them at the enemy without a care in the world. Impact by air superiority increases ship amount by 0.1%. Physically, don't also have strength in the area. Position intel. Do I have boats? I do. Send the boats to this port. Build them here so we can at least have some navy on this side of the Baltic Sea. Because again, you also can't escape, right? Even though you're submarines, like, you can't just patrol these areas, right? Yeah, we don't have access to the region, which sucks. And again, we can't sail out of here because what province? It's this area. Like this state, which is stopping us. At least I'm pretty sure. Like, the British Navy also can't escape at all, so. Yeah, it's these 4 areas. So maybe if we had one of them under our occupation, we'd be able to break through. That might be possible. Again, we have, like, no fuel at all, so. We're still having issues. Yeah, 0.3%. Intel efficiency is basically at none. I don't know what percentage they need to be considered having enough intel. There's so many just enemy troops everywhere, and I can't really do anything. My navy is what do we have? We have 30 ships. That's not gonna beat like roughly 150 that's in this region. I'm surprised they're sending more ships over here. Just because like there's no ships of ours in here at all. Like, we don't have anybody. And they're still, I mean, we're trying to bomb people still, but it's not really getting anything done. Where's my naval bombers? Can I send the naval bombers? Do they have range of this area as well? Okay, we have still 0 ships. There's nobody over here. But we don't have enough intel. Because we need intel on both of these regions as well. So even though we build the radar station and have enough information about the Norwegian coast, we don't have enough to know about the Norwegian Sea. So how the hell do we break the blockade of our entire navy? If we get into, I think, at least contested, we can get something done. But again, we can't send navies anywhere around here. Because, you know, supremacy in literally any of these places. We have some in the North Sea, but that's really not saying anything. Like, there's some British boats here. Give control state. No, like, can I just have your boats? Or have you at least patrol this region? Like, that'd be super useful for me. But I don't think we're going to get it. So yeah, see, there's so many troops, which I think Ukraine in our faction did screw us over. Just because the International sent so many men to defend this front. Which isn't bad per se, it's just did screw us over slightly. Like, if we could also just get the United States to somehow invade Canada, that'd be really good. Right, radicalism, strength and democracy, but I don't think there's anything they can do to fight the Entente. Because the Entente didn't take, or Canada didn't take New England, Canada didn't take Alaska. Like, at best, they could maybe try to attack Hawaii. But more likely, they're going to attack Mexico. And if the United States that joins the war in any capacity, we're more or less in Maghreb. Oh, yeah. They technically own this territory. I completely forgot about that, because I really thought the British would lose all this stuff. You know, they're still doing pretty okay in Africa. Middle Africa, they have a pretty decently sized army, which kind of sucks for us. If you guys can just, like, last somehow forever, that'd be really awesome. The Canada, they only have, like, 50,000 manpower. They have a lot of divisions. Like, they don't have a lot of manpower. Like, actually, the Germans are trying to push into us. They all penalties at negative 50%, but our defenses are extremely strong, so I don't think they'll be able to push through anytime soon. I'm going to get 10 oil, which will actually maybe make this actually work out all right somewhat for us. So what can we do? Encourage urbanization, which is going to give us 3 building slots. Basically, I think trash. A handful of dockyards, synthetic refineries, land forts, I don't think matter in Scaland. National austerity. It does give us more recruitable population. Slightly. A 1% and then a 15% modifier on top of that. But it's not really factories that we're having the issue with. At least I don't think so. Again, like, can we really build that many factories? There's not that many factories we can really build in our country anymore. So we're going to go for encourage urbanization and then go down the mobilize the landstormmen. I think that's really the only thing we'd want. Research to industry, to electronics, research slot. No, the research slot actually would probably be very good. And that's for planes, and that's for boats. Oh, naval 2 construction and wildlife cruiser. Maybe that's actually useful. 35 days. And we'll see. They might actually deploy in Stockholm. If they do, that kind of sucks. Oh, we do. We have a single boat on the outside here. How will that help us? You're done in January. So they actually build somewhat fast, which is nice. So you are going to naval invasion support in these regions. Just trying to give me any capacity. Oh, you can do it. Go, my brave single troop with our escorted by a single submarine. I just hope that they don't know we're here. You'll be there in 11 days overall. Just saluting my brave troop. Going through the North Sea. And then we'll have to establish a base in the Portugal. Or into Iceland. I keep calling it Portugal. Into Iceland. To then set up another invasion of Canada. Again, we have to look at these. No ships here. No ships here. And a handful of ships in the shallow sea. But only 4 ships. That's really actually not that many. So, looking at this, we can probably invade Iceland, invade Greenland, and then straight into Newfoundland and secure at least some sort of base into North America. But how is that going to affect the AI? That's a massive fleet there of ships. Like, our navy is, like, huge. We actually have a really big navy on our side. But we just really can't use it. They've lost 7.1 million men. That's actually, like, really bad. Germany's lost, like, so many. Somehow, you've lost 600,000 people to the Philippines? Jesus. Okay. We have an extra research slot. Let us research... Well, it's 1941 right now. 55% bonus for the next rifle. I think that's going to be worth it. At least for now. We got a handful of radar stations all going through. Our troop is very, very slowly moving his way to Iceland. I'm just hoping there's no troops actually here. I'm just trying to think, like, would they really deploy that many men to defend Iceland? My guess is no. Because that doesn't seem like that, you know, great use of time. And technically, they only have 4 ships in the Newfoundland Sea. And then if we just have, like, a handful of submarines, we might be able to smash through it. Especially if our submarines don't get detected. Of course, my submarines are the base submarines we got when we first loaded into the game, so they're probably trash. How many submarines do I have? Guess we've done to 14. I wish I did have more naval bases. That would be good. 650, or they're 350 points each. We contribute 16.5 for construction. It's not too bad. We're very, very close. I mean, this is a port province. Excellent. Hopefully, the Portuguese don't send, like, a massive army to try to reclaim this. Day of the Revolution for 25 political power. Thanks, I guess. Not a huge gain, but better than nothing, I guess. So you're over here now. And I guess your job is really go straight to the only other port in Iceland. Is that really the fastest way? How long is that going to take? 34 days. As opposed to that is going to take you 3 days? Well, it's going to take you 3 days to get there. I mean, just get there as fast as possible. Whatever the game thinks is the fastest way might be the fastest. I might be wrong. 30%. How do you have so much attrition, though? In a mountain. Okay. Are these all mountains? I'm assuming so, because it is, well, that's plains. Yeah, basically the whole country is a mountain. So we have 35 days to try to make our troops move all the way across. Have our troops land. Thank you. Can I deploy these submarines into this base? I don't think so, because it's technically... Well, I mean, it's actually not our country, right? It's a Union of Iceland. Can I have naval docking rights through you? I think we might already automatically have it, so... That's fine. So we have a handful of boats. You just return home. I don't want you to risk just straight up dying. 36% attrition is like so bad. Even within friendly territory, it's still that bad. Getting multiplied by 0.9. So it's actually 4% better than it would be in other circumstances. And that's extremely sad. So, where's my red army right now? Because right now, they're all over here, and I don't know if that's really going to make a huge difference. So I'm going to send these 6 divisions. We deploy here, but actually draw the fallback line on up here. Just because that's going to be closer. And out of the way of enemy territory. Wait, no, pause. Are you going through the... You're not going through the water, right? No, fantastic. Okay, deploy here. And then you also deploy on that front. Still, you know, strategically redeploy. Okay, so you are going to be there. You got another 27 days. Are we going to counter any resistance? That is my big question. And, you know, my big concern. Yeah, I don't think Iceland has an army, right? No, you have literally nothing. You have 10 convoys. So I don't even know why Iceland's even in the war. I mean, I guess it's good that they're here because it gives a little bit of a staging off point. But I do think it's going to be a good time to end this episode. So thanks for watching my Anthem. If you enjoyed, give it a thumbs up. If you're not enjoying, please thumbs down. Want to see or subscribe, and goodbye.